It's you,
Um,
not kid. It's you.
no, I can do it. I can do it. I can. Oh man, I'm so tired. That's we're recording. We're recording now, and I got to come up with something. We got to come up with something.
Well, here we are.
Movies are
It's
crazy.
happening.
Media is crazy.
Movies are crazy.
Books are crazy. Video games
Yes,
are
Sam.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Society.
it's nutso bonanza.
Was society even a good choice, man? This is all crazy.
Was it a good choice? Ian asking the
know?
big questions. Was society a good choice when we
Maybe.
chose to create society?
When we three specifically sat down and said, "There's got to be an order to this all. Let's start with banks and go from there."
Yeah.
Banks were number one.
Banks is numero uno.
Then
TV and books.
Then TV. Then water.
Then water.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll fix that problem. All right, next one. How do we solve how do we solve TV movies?
How do we solve TV movies? Nick trying to seamlessly bring it into today's topic, which is Goodwill Hunting. Good Wilt hunting. My bad.
I tried.
But I refuse. This idea of society.
Chris is tired, everyone.
That we talk about.
Get the number up. Chris is tired.
Chris is tired. Oh, dude. I always talk about it, but I think the greatest face tattoo ever is always tired on, is it Post Malone? Post Malone's face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Does he still have it, or did he get rid of it?
I think he has it still.
How would I know that?
I don't know why you would know that. He's like acting. He tried acting, right? Or like, I don't know if he's still acting. He could still be acting. I don't know anything about Post Malone.
Anyway, music and TV mistakes, everyone.
But not television movies, as Nick points out, which is the topic of today, which is Goodwill Hunting. But I would like to talk about Society again for the third time.
Yeah,
good movie.
It's a good movie. No, we're talking about Cartoon Network's Goodwill Hunting. Why? Because we like Craig McCracken. There was a lot of Cartoon Network movies we could have chosen. This kind of goes again. I was like, should we do Samurai Jack, because it's really the first 3 episodes that go into the show? But maybe we could, because we did this,
which is just a 2-parter special.
Yeah,
but it was released as a movie. Was
it real? Okay, because the fact that it was like a 40-minute thing makes me think it was just like it was made for TV. Whereas like Foster's Blues, the first Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, was like, I guess, more closer to a pilot movie. Like it was a movie and be like, hopefully this gets picked up and shit.
Yes.
And there is a difference. There is a difference as we get into. Me and Nick talked about this while watching. So we'll get into what that is later. But you guys, let's get into Rising Action.
Let's do.
Ian, would you like to? What'd you know about the movie beforehand?
I had, again, this is a film I had seen when it came out. I definitely remember seeing this movie, and I remember like it being a specific response to what people had been talking about, like, oh, it'd be interesting to know where these characters come from as far as like their children. So
who came up with them? Right.
Who came up with them? And that was an interesting promise. I can't say that I remember too much more, other than I saw it when in like 2006, I think, when this came out. What about you guys? What did you know about it?
Nick, what did you know about Goodwill Hunting before we got before watching it?
Yeah, I mean, similar to Ian, I think for me it's like was also, same with like when we talked about Foster's Home, referring to, you kind of see in real time the progression of Cartoon Network, like as they go from the beginning of, all the, pulling all the stops like in their production and in their vision to sell it to Warner Brothers long term.
Yes.
And then I was kind of pointing out to Chris where like even then like you can kind of still see like where the cuts and like where the budgets are happening.
Mm-hmm.
So like for me, yeah, like kind of going in beforehand, like was always a huge fan and definitely rewatched. I definitely rewatched this one in particular a few times in my lifetime. Same with like the same round, like around the same rounds as like the Billy Mandy and like the other Cartoon Network TV movies. So like going in this time, yeah, I definitely was already a huge fan. And yeah, I was just really excited to go back into it with like kind of like a different appreciation of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
right on. Yeah, I mean, more or less, you guys big fan of the show. I mean, we talked about that with the first Foster's movie. And like, yeah, I'd seen this one a bunch of times. I knew all the story beats beforehand. It was just more like, wow, it was a lot shorter than I remember. I thought it was a full length movie.
same.
But it's not. Yeah, and it's something we'll get into beforehand. I remember liking it as a kid more than the first Foster's movie. But I think now it's flipped where I like, well, I mean, we'll rank them, but like I did like the first one more than this, but that's because like, you know, there was more in the last one. The other one, that one was like them really, really like laying into it. Like the backgrounds are beautiful. There's a slow.
Yeah.
They get to take their time a little bit with like developing shots and mood and like the world and the characters and all that. Yeah, but I remember liking this one, being super excited. We get to see what who all the creators are, and that's really fun. You get your fun sequence right off the bat.
Yeah.
And mystery for Will, and Wilt getting his own episode or his own special because that character deserves it. It's a great character, and it does make you wonder, right? How he ends up the way he is, being who he is. So you know, with that being said, there's no way I was going into this unbiased. So let's just get into the climax, which is let's talk about the movie. Nick, talk about the movie. What'd you
Before you pass out, I got you, Chris.
Oh man, hey, I'm gonna look. It's gonna look like I'm paying attention and staring. I promise you, I'm asleep.
I know. Well, Ian, let me tell you.
Yes.
What I thought about this movie is I was surprised kind of going in, you know, especially since we talk a lot about credits and silent, kind of like the same group of Cartoon Network creators going into this, from Powerpuff Girl movie to the pilot, and then to all the way to the TV film, where it's still rare for me to watch a lot of the stuff Lauren Faust wrote. So her writing, being the writer for Wilt's.
I always feel like. Oh, sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Well, I say just it explains a lot of the opening, the way it's like setting up the you know, anniversary reunion, and then like focusing on certain characters, like and where they are in the story.
She knows how to juggle like a large cast while also giving you like you know, we know what you want with the scene. You want to see all the creators of these imaginary friends, who they are, and you get great little vignettes and little moments with them. The guy who makes the TV, I think it's what's it, Tubi, is great. Just a dude who can never decide what it's just always saying what else is on. Great gag. All the just other creators, the clumsy one. I'm gonna forget all the names.
The bearded man on the rocking chair.
It's great. It's fun. The Eduardo's creator is a great character. Coco being discovered, not imagine, or like we don't know who their imaginary friend is because it's two nerds who like quote unquote discovered Coco.
Yes.
But like Mac understands Coco, so they could just ask, but they refuse to.
I want to while you brought those up, I'll just mention they're a nerd reference. They're a specific nerd reference.
Yeah.
They're Douglas and Adam, and
Yes.
Adam has a 42 shirt
42
on.
shirt. He talks like a comic book man.
He does talk like
Whereas Adam is like well, it's just what's oh my god.
It's Mandark.
Mandark, yeah.
It's Mandark. Yeah. It's Susan Mandark. Yeah. It I don't know. They were fine. I think I liked Eduardo's creator as a participant in the story more so.
Yes. Same here.
Just because the nerds just kind of become like and then Frankie's hyped. And that's kind of
and then a woman is here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're just staring at so that's there's a quick cut where like one of them staring at her sleeping, and that's like weird.
At the end,
but,
oh, sorry,
oh,
really quick. The animation for Frankie when they first see her is also it made me chuckle. It's delightful at how absurd and the drawing is. I don't know. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's like that's something even I realize. Going back to your point, Nick, about Lauren Foss's like role in this, being the head writer for it. That's something I feel like even I'm guilty of. Where yes, it's created by Craig McCracken, but she has such a like influence, and she's just as much of a part of Foster's than Craig McCracken is, or anyone else on that team for that matter. That I feel like, oh yeah, dude, some of the best written episodes I think are from her or like I can think of. Like I like this one a lot. There's many more, but like yeah, I gotta start doing. We're like, oh yeah, she is just as like vital to this thing being what it is, right?
Oh, agreed.
Foster's having it 100%. Versus just a created by thing. But yeah, so this movie, it's fairly straightforward. It's like a kind of road trip, like Odyssey type of movie where we get to see Wilt trying to find his not find his creator, but find the imaginary friend he lost to in a basketball game because he's a bruiser, while Wilt is very like old school, Harlem Globetrotter inspired basketball player. Because Harlem Globetrotter players are the best players, and I stand by. Now, I've been out of basketball since I was a kid, but this was around the time I was in it, and even I was like, "Oh yeah, that's supposed to be like a Shaq thing going on." This is the era of like Shaq and Kobe on the Lakers, and like I'm sure a basketball nerd is gonna be like, "Well, you're super wrong about a lot of stuff," but whatever. This was like, Shaq, Kobe, was Derek Fisher, Karl Malone, and then like other players who were not the Lakers because I was more of a Lakers fan than any other team. But like I think Yao Ming is still playing at this time. I want to say Charles Barkley's gone, but I'm not sure. But this was like this wasn't quite the Michael Jordan era. Like nothing can be that, I think, in basketball. But this was around another golden era of basketball. Especially if you're a Laker fan.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that influence and do a basketball movie, which is why, like, as a kid, I was probably more into it, like, and all that. But yeah, it's a cool. I think it's a great, as I alluded to before, I think it's a great like choice for Wilt to have this like journey, and he's just naturally helping people because that's who he is.
Well, yeah, he's naturally helping people, and then I'm gonna pull back the narrative a little bit here as well, which is like Wilt's ultimate journey, his character arc is in loving himself, basically.
Or forgiving himself, I think.
Forgiving himself, being with himself. Like there's a degree to which the way that Wilt speaks, acts, and be like in all situations that you get like, oh, he's compensating. He feels like he needs to be small. He is a burden. He is a problem for people. and he needs to justify by mowing every lawn in town or
Mhm.
or whatever. So
Yeah,
like
he does in his head. He's committed the ultimate sin an imaginary friend can do, to their creator, which is let them down, right?
yeah, right.
Um,
And the very funny little bit, not to jump all over the place, but you
yeah,
get that put concretely with that pretty funny little "what are you in for?" and they go around. You get the puppy joke that is very dark and could have
yeah,
gone a lot of ways. And
yeah. It's a very Craig McCracken. I think it's a very Craig McCracken joke where it's like,
Yeah.
it's implied that this could be darker, but we're not going to make it. We're going to go
yes,
with like, oh, but it's kids. It's for kids.
that
And
they
what's
have to
worse
put
than
down.
returning the puppy back to the pound, right? Or at least that a
I
kid can
crushed the
understand.
child's dreams.
Yeah.
And then all the grizzled, prisoners get. It's a Pee Wee Herman bit, but I love it.
Yes.
I love the joke. It's really well done. The scene's really well done. Anyway, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Shot well. It's well paced. The deliveries are great. Everything to
Mhm.
do with Foofy being
Oh,
lost at the bus depot. At the bus,
very
yeah, at the
sweet.
bus depot.
Yeah.
Is very funny. They play it up to the like the most absurd degree. Me and Nick
Since
were
last
like that.
Christmas,
Oh, go ahead.
last Christmas. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was very
yeah. But then them all crying, like
sweet.
being like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
as a kid, it's heartfelt, but we're gonna play up because we're doing the tear jerking thing." Like that car might as well have exploded into a pink cloud, and that would have been like just to match the emotions or the absurdity of it. I like
Uh,
that. I thought that's a great like progressive bit.
yeah.
Um, all the actions are really great. Like him doing the hail or making barrels of hay, right?
Yeah.
With an old man that you're just watching, you're like, he's not gonna learn. This old man, the same thing. But that's a great with the
Yeah.
lawnmower thing, and then the great like monologue from the judge,
The judge.
which
What a
yes,
freaky great model. I agree. Yeah, it was very unexpected. Yeah.
100%. I want to say that's Tom Kane, but I could be wrong. Who
I I
does
think that was
that?
Professor Utonium's voice. Is that's Tom Kane?
Professor Utonium is Tom Kane for
Okay. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Johnny Bravo's voice actors in there, but I think that's also Tom Kane.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's Tom Kane.
Oh
So,
wow.
Nice.
who just recently passed away, so rest in peace, Tom Kane.
Rip up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Apparently, Craig McCracken did a great eulogy for him on like on some socials, like a quick post. But it was how
Mhm.
like he wasn't Craig McCracken didn't know his dad growing up, or he was
Mhm.
estranged from him, right?
Mhm.
And so he wrote Tom Kane's characters. He wrote Professor Utonium as like, what's the ideal dad for him?
What would I
Uh,
want to hear Dad say? Right.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Tom Kane being like the voice of this is what I would want my dad to be like.
That's nice.
Was
Yeah.
real nice. It was a real nice, touching piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, the judge, the monologue, the judge is the best, like, I think, delivery in the entire thing. Next to maybe some of the family stuff when they're crying.
Yeah, that is really. I just love getting visitors. Is like when the crying keeps going, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is just these are crazy people. These are
Yeah, it's just a joke. It's all ethos. It's all, or no, it's all, oh my God. Okay. Pathos, right? Like, is the
pathos.
emotional
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man.
yeah, it's all pathos. It's all emotion. Like, it's funny gag. Because
Very
Foofy's
good.
just like a cart. Yeah, it's a cartoon character, right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know. It's just a well paced, good, solid story, and you get to learn more about Wilt, a fan favorite character.
True.
Um,
True.
I was telling, oh man, some of those paintings when they were talking about the Wilt's like lawn mowing saga. I was like, man, I want to hang those on a wall. I think they're beautiful.
I when I was watching that part, that
Yeah.
specific part of like leopards attacking people and people
Oh, yeah.
hacking through grass, machetes, etc. And I had a moment where the show. This is gonna sound silly, guys,
Uh-huh.
but stay with me. I had a moment where I was like, this show is weirder than I think about it being. Like,
Yeah.
because the imaginary friends feel so, I guess, consistent and grounded.
Yeah.
Like, they all behave like good, consistent, real people. And so when you do get something like that, it's like, oh yeah, this is like a weird show. This is
Yeah.
I totally forgot how absurd the show actually is.
But
And
that's why it works, right? Because you've accepted a lot of absurdity to begin with.
yeah, exactly.
Like that's so foundational that once something like what's the next step of absurdity and how great or how's that going to hit, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing that I and a very tonally different show, but the claymation series Moral Oral, like
Okay.
a great deal of what works for that is that you eventually stop thinking about the medium of
Yeah.
oh they're stop motion characters, and so it really does allow them to hit you with something that's like, oh wait, oh yeah, oh right, it's a joke, it's a bit. Oh
Yes.
god, you had me. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was telling Nick, like, I think the greatest thing any like human can aspire to in this life is to have a folk song written about them. Like, or like, you lived if you get a folk song written about you, because there are folk songs about really bad people, but like if you're a good person, you get a legendary folk hero type thing.
Sure.
Yeah, which is
Well,
what Will gets. Yeah. So what do we think about the conflict? The basketball match. What do y'all thinking? Or Wilt's portrayal? Yeah.
I loved it. That
Yeah.
whole I kind of appreciated that you. I mean, I think what did help work is like it stays in Wilt's perspective
Yes.
until the very end, and then like
Because that's
you get like I was telling Chris that it still has one of my favorite designs from Cartoon Network, and it's the basketball imaginary friend.
Yeah, it's really solid.
Foul
Really,
Larry.
Foul Larry.
Yeah, Foul Larry. Which is a play on Larry Bird, who the kids also modeled after.
Who famously would foul people.
Yeah. Is that true? Yeah.
Yes, he was known to like famously foul and like to keep certain points up or like prevent scoring.
Yeah, and can I also mention one thing that I was thinking while I went, because like we all get the Larry Bird reference, Larry Fowl, Larry Bird reference. Also the element of, I don't know, the movie doesn't make anything out of this because it's not what the movie's there to do, but I was thinking like, oh, they picked the Great White Hope to play against the primary black character of this movie. But there's nothing really that comes out of it other than that guy's a creep and a jerk, basically. But,
yeah. It's, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I felt like they're really just going for the Michael Jordan versus Larry Bird debate, right?
Yeah, they like who's better, and that was probably a conversation that real kids were legit having. Like if you were from a basketball
100%.
family, yeah,
that was a
definitely.
debate. Although history has now sided with Michael Jordan, which is very funny considering how good of a person Jordan Michaels is in this movie.
Yeah.
Because man, it is not the same mentality Michael Jordan has. If anyone's watched like any of the Michael Jordan stuff,
it would have been really funny if they had done like a throw-in joke about him betting on the game, but they wouldn't have done that. That wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have
playing
played
quarters in the fucking outside the locker rooms or with the security guards backstage because he loves gambling.
He knows all the referees by name. Interesting.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great conflict for Wilt. It makes sense. And it is that thing of like, yeah, it's a quick little like, yeah, you getting into your own head about what the situation was instead of talking. It's a problem that could have been solved if they had talked after the match.
Yes.
Which you should always do with your teammates, but like,
that's not what happens, Chris.
That's not what happens at all.
We all know what we should do in life, but what happens is
what happened was
You go across the country to California, and you live in an adoptive home. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, let's move off of Wilt's character for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other imaginary friends in there. We talked about Coco for a little bit and that weird thing.
Blue's bluing it.
With what?
Blue's bluing it.
Oh, he is bluing it. Yeah. Blue in this movie is just a bunch of says a joke type thing.
Yep.
And then there was a moment where they're at the house and they're like asking if Wilt's there, and then like the mom comes out crying, and then Frankie's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then Blue immediately yells, "Wilt's robbed them! We have to go stop him!"
He has nothing left to lose.
He has nothing left to lose. And then there was a moment that clicked with me and went, "Is that where I get it? Is that where I get the thing where I'll just jump to the craziest conclusion I can think of because I think it's funny? If we go with like whatever I think the funniest bit is."
Can I tell you in more than one way
when
Blue has the punchline of his creator lives in Japan, Godzilla, just as a interjection, I did think of you. I did think of you just shouting the punch before any. No, I've got a punch. You got to get out of the way,
folks. It's not that crazy to think of because I watched this show religiously as a kid, so maybe Blue has a bigger hold on me than I thought. But like, yeah, he's just bluing it. Like, he's getting this. I mean, the it's not about him, but like, you got to have him say stuff, right? Because like, he's probably the more popular character.
I mean, Blue and Mac are really supporting characters.
Yes,
throughout. They are not point of view characters for us, really. They're just kind of there supporting the cast.
And to figure out like who their creator is towards the end, which you get little hints of who he is, including a Space Jam poster in the back, or Space Jam style poster. Referencing, Nick, what's the cartoon where it was live action in cartoons?
The Cartoon Network.
Jimmy's Head.
Which one?
Was it Out of Jimmy's Head?
Out of Jimmy's Head? I think so. Yeah. So it's a double reference in that like it's Michael Jordan Michaels, but also the live action cartoon with live action actors and a mixed with cartoon, being Space Jam and all that. It's a great little poster reference. And then there's little things in there, and they keep mentioning Jordan Michaels, so you're like, well, that's obviously him. So you know it's gonna happen, so like we don't have to lay on that too long for the story. Right. And you get that great bit where he shows up and Blue gets to have a little monologue that's really funny. I love the delivery of on his private jet, like twice.
On his Lear jet, private Lear jet. Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
And how short the explanation. Yeah. What do we all think about Eduardo's story for his creator?
I mean, I still like Eduardo. I don't know if I said it in the last one. I think the Spanglish writing in this works less well. I don't know what I said about it last time.
I also think there's some weird ones.
Yeah, some ones that if you know any Spanish, it's like, well, you wouldn't do that.
Speak Spanglish, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it that way. Nah.
Yeah, what was there was one moment where they're like, oh, it's like, I haven't seen you in an Años or something.
Yes.
I was like, fuck, who fucking says it like that, dude?
You wouldn't say it. You wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm with you. I made the joke to Nick where they do the flashback of the dangerous neighborhood, and the two ne'er-do-wells.
The Cholas
jump out. Hooligans. Yeah, the Cholas reference with the skunk down to the skunk hair and like the white shirt. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's like watching my childhood up on the screen. I can't believe it. It's great.
They probably just saw the Suicidal Tendency music video.
Yeah, 100%. Which, to be fair, that was a part of my life. So like, fucking
the big white shirt, the big white.
Yeah. You know, I never did the big white shirt. I've done big like oversized shirts for sure, and to an extent, I still kind of do it today. But like, I always try to go a size up or something. But no, never down to like my like knees or anything, or my like halfway through. Like on the thighs.
This is
okay.
just old man comment, but the
Yeah.
real big shirts with Looney Tunes. Ugh, what a
Oh
time.
fuck yeah, dude! If I had one today, I wish I had one.
Ugh, what a time! Big Tweety Bird smoking
Yeah.
a joint.
We should have looked into the future and like stocked up on those because I was at Swap Meets like where those were available. I should have gotten one.
Oh yeah, like big oversized
Yeah.
big oversized shirts, windbreakers, and ties, all with
Yes.
Looney Tunes, all off-brand. None of them official. Yeah.
I was too busy buying bootleg metal band shirts for like.
Sure.
Well, because there was a time where that was the only way, at least that I knew of, to get shirts for metal bands that I like. That I like, but like you couldn't buy them anywhere else unless they somehow did a tour, and then I was like a kid, so
Right.
get
Exactly.
that.
Yeah. And that's
Judge,
like $60 for the
Your Honor.
merch.
I swear to God, that was like. I always, I don't know how much trouble I would ever get for this, but I always said if I was in a band and I played it, or next time I'm ever in a band and I play another show and we're selling merch, I want to sell bootleg merch of our merch, like outside.
That's funny.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
And it should be you,
like
but
a mustache or something.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, with like a kind of people were saying. It should just be me in a hoodie, like in a black hoodie or something. I think it would be funny. I would make them cheaper versions of the shirts we have and that we are selling.
Mhm.
Like maybe they're like $5, $10 or something. Oh shoot, that's no, we good.
We good?
Okay. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Back to Eduardo saying. I mean, but the short bit of it being, she needed a big burly protector, and but being her imaginary friend and what she needed to protect him as well, right? To protect the ones that help her.
Yeah.
I think that was like nice. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Made sense to me, like from a logical perspective. Yeah, and to which comes around to the climax of the story, which is like it's your imaginary friend should be what you need, not necessarily what you want.
Yes.
And yeah, it was what Jordan Michaels wants, because as he gives that great little, very touching, like short amount of words, which is just, we lost the game, but like I became a better person because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really good.
You were a real friend looking out for my best interests.
Yeah.
Which literally mangled your body. We didn't mention that. We also explained why Wilt's face looks like that.
And he's missing an arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, Craig McCracken, very good. The team who did character design on this, incredibly good at storytelling, which we said before. We teed that up in the last one, but it's just so satisfying to have this is really there to satisfy all the questions that people care about this show are really wondering, like, well, how did this happen? Why is this that way?
As well, like
so
this.
Yeah,
not something that's like necessary, but it's great. It's a fun thing to know, and you get like a little heartfelt story out of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is why I think you can ask for if you got like character special. It would have been cool if everyone kind of got one, like Coco, maybe Eduardo, but I feel like, and they probably, I don't know if they just didn't get that, or it's just like, well, they don't really need it type thing. Coco's better as a mystery, I think.
I prefer it as mystery, and I mean, I could make the argument that like these analytic nerds probably would benefit from having something that is pure chaotic expression.
Yes,
like Coco being 100%. Their imaginary friend. I don't know.
But also like somehow maternal, because she's like, oh, you got to wipe this off.
Take care of him. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's which is like, it kind of sucks that they need that, but like they probably do.
They're still looking for a mommy. That is what they want.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Yeah. I mean, I think those characters, I like looking back, I think they are the weakest part of this movie. Other than that cop can't lay off Frankie and keeps giving her tickets, but it's a funny gag.
It's a good bit.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. What else? What else is there to say about Good Will
Um,
Hunting?
w- I want to just mention one thing that I thought
Yes.
was really lovely, and we talked about kind of the Art Nouveau influence of the backgrounds in a lot
Uh-huh.
of these shots, like the train station that they find the little cute pink friend,
Yeah, Fufu.
um, Fufu, and you already mentioned the illustrations to the monologue at the end. There's just so many beautiful kind of background set designs
100%.
that like. Oh, it's such a. I did think, especially at the bus depot, like, oh, it's a shame we're never going to see this again. This is a really
That's
nice
right.
set.
Never again. This beautiful piece of art.
uh,
You'll just have to
um,
pause the screen and admire it.
just like God
Yeah,
intended.
that's right.
Uh, any thoughts about the music, guys? You do get a special intro for this episode for this
Yeah, yeah, and
story.
it's a play off the motifs that's established with the show and all that.
No, no.
Nick, any words
That's
about the music? Oh, sorry, go.
I mean that was pretty much it for me. Like I kind of dug that, especially we talked about the music even in the pilot where um, it's the same team that did the Powerpuff Girl movie and then like
Yeah,
various other IPs. But one thing that stood out to me was we talked about the motifs, but I think for me was like these. There's more shifts thematically, like because of how many different gags there are. But then once you
Mhm.
get to Wilt's story, it is like a very focused, um, more serious tone.
yeah,
Thus, it did remind me a bit of like early Samurai Jack or like later Powerpuff
mm,
Girls,
Oh,
yeah,
which wouldn't surprise me because this would be the time frame
yeah. True, true,
um,
true.
for that
hmm.
time. So at least like without using too much jargon, like there's I don't know. I think he's just all the audio department just is. I'm always impressed by just how much layering goes into it. I'm
Yeah,
always impressed by how much thought goes into each um yeah, just each character's theme and
hmm,
in terms of like thematically.
yeah.
Um
It
no,
feels
I think it
very
was really
like
cool.
classical movies. Like there's actually a guy, right? Like, um, getting a quartet or a small symphony to like record different layers and all that.
Yeah, because it's the same one from a lot of the DC shows at the time for Warner
Mm.
Brothers.
Yeah,
So
that sure would be Warner Bros.
it's the same. It is the same orchestra as for Justice League and
Yeah.
all those
Hmm.
shows. Um, so yeah, I mean that is a good point. Like especially for a TV movie,
Oh yeah.
a lot more strings, a lot more uh, dramatism.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's cool. Like I think that's something like that always stood out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
Going back to these, it's just there really was an era when there was like a third department for the post production
Yeah.
of music and audio.
Mhm.
100%.
Mhm.
That's been cut nowadays for streaming as part of the layoffs. But
Yeah.
that's what stood out to me. Yeah, it's just like how much more like care is put in like every part of the like the music pipeline. I hope that
Yes.
answered the
Mhm.
question. But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It
Can I
definitely
ask
did.
you guys about the style? Actually, I'm now thinking about we because we talked beautifully about the music in the first
Uh,
movie and how good it was. I'm now thinking, guys, do you notice any difference as far as the introduction to the animation to here? I feel like it's a little cleaner, but it's not drastically different for me. What do you guys think?
no, me and Nick talked about it. Like a lot of things are simpler, like
Mhm.
especially backgrounds compared to the first movie,
Mhm.
and that's probably because like they're in TV show mode and
Yeah,
stuff has to get done a little bit faster. Versus
yeah,
the movie was like we built up all this time doing it. We got to sell it. Like you gotta want to watch this show, right?
right, right.
Um, so there's that, but I mean, it's the style of the TV show. Like it's still good. He's still good. They're all still good at directing. You know exactly what you need to from all the shots. And from all the character designs, all the art, at least I think so. There's nothing to like. There's no sequence that I think is wild compared to the first movie,
Oh, yeah.
except maybe
Chase.
the basketball like thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some animation of like them playing basketball. You're like, oh my god, they watched someone. They recorded some people playing basketball. Because the way he like Foul Larry shoulder checks Will at one point and does the turn, it's like, yeah, dude, that's how you do it. That's how you do it in a game. Like, looks really fucking good. Like, I'm sure, like that stuff impressed me.
Yeah, because it's a lot of it's done by Boulder Media, which was the third department that did all the cleanups before they shipped them to Korea.
Yeah.
So one of the main things, we talked about a lot of the still paintings and stuff like that's all still done by the same art department, with like the legends, Mike Moon and Timothy Barnes and Andy Underwood, who all end up like working on stuff like Primal and Tchaikovsky's like other work.
Right.
And I think in this case, it's like this is the era, like this is pretty much the highest budget version of Teen Titans, where you're having still these cleanups done, but there's still like a lot of room for the staging. Like there's still like a lot of care put into even the backgrounds. Like when there is a lot of cycles in here. Same with Tokyo, but I think these they're more effective in this one because it's not as action oriented. So it's more like staging, like the traveling stuff. Anyway, that was really cool.
So much of this was more about like emotions, right? Like for what you should be feeling during Wilt's journey. But
so they do like more of those longer sitcom pans, like they're on a stage. Left to right.
100%. 100%. Yeah. All right, should we get into the anything else to say before we move on?
I think we're ready for what we got out of it.
Then Ian, welcome to Falling Action. Ian, what did you get out of it? What did you get out of it? What did you do?
What did I get out of it?
What did you feel? What did you not feel?
I felt the catharsis at the end of this. Like, what I can say is I feel like the movie earned some really good moments for Wilt as a character, at least, where you're like, okay, I think that I don't know. When you get to the end of the adventure and you kind of think, oh, he should he should forgive himself. He should treat himself a little nicer. Like, and I don't know. Wilt's character development is just such a we know people like that in real life. So I'm like, oh man, come on.
I wish.
No. Well, not that nice. But yeah. And I also got just a delight of jokes. The jokes in this, they're humming, you guys. The really worth your time is if you guys are pressed for time, I'll say my two favorite scenes from the movie would probably be the jokes related to the family that cries a bunch in the Southwest, and the jokes from the judge's just deranged little monologue about
so good
the tall grass and how he's a hero to men. It's just it's a fun time. It's a fun time, and if you are a fan of these characters, it's actually kind of a highlight of the show. I feel confident saying. Yeah.
100%.
What about you fellas? What you get out of this here short picture?
Nick, what'd you get out of it? What'd you get out of Good Will Hunting?
A good cartoon.
Yeah.
That's better than other cartoons.
I agree. I agree on that statement.
Yeah. I gotta have it like a definitely, I said in the beginning, like just kind of achieved my own goal of like having a deeper appreciation for this group of cartoons, and then like this specific era where you had like more time and care and thought for shows, and in that way. it's a bit curmudgeon to say, but I do notice like there's like, I mean, again, we talked about the budget, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what keeps happening is I think there's stuff like Craig McCracken and stuff like the creative Ed and Eddie, where I think as I gotten older, I think I just appreciated the art more and like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
all the thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
Even down to like the lines, like even down to like the shapes and lines and the
Oh, yeah.
design of all the characters.
Mhm.
No one does that line quality anymore. It's so cool. It's so cool, like especially looking back, because then you're looking back through Adventure Times. You know the second Renaissance in animation for them.
Yeah.
Because then a lot of people who worked on this, especially the background painters and the designers, they end up just committing to Adventure Time and that whole era.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Unless you all forget Misadventures of Flapjack,
real shit.
where they all
Yeah.
start, and everyone forgets because they only got I think like one season.
Absolutely, that is something that would be fun to go back to.
I
Flapjack.
should
Yeah.
go back into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so weird. It was so weird. It was weird
It was
even
really
by
funny.
that era standards. Yeah.
It was ahead of it was ahead in like the comedy. It really was.
It
Just
really
like
was,
in the wrong
100%.
era for its comedy.
It's in a realm of weird that I associate with like Paul Rubens. It's like, wow, that is unique. That is singularly strange, but
Yeah, I
I'm
can see
kind of
that.
charmed by that, you know.
100%.
Yeah, no, totally. And like, no, same with this one. I think it's everything's a lot more. I don't know. Just I think I just got like more appreciation, especially for the writing, especially for like the care of these characters. As like Ian talked about, like all these characters are like their own normal, and they kind of like humanize them that way. I think it's really cool.
100%. Like how much you just accept and care about these characters, right? Like,
Yeah.
they nail it. So yeah, that's what I got out of it. Good
Yeah.
cartoon.
good cartoon. What did I give it? I mean, essentially, this I'm gonna use a term here. This is essentially fan service, but I do not mean that in a negative way at all. It's giving you exactly what you want. And it does it. If it does it, like it's just solid. Like it's solid all the way through. There's no. The storytelling is exactly what it is and what it needs to be for this character to give him a little growing thing. But it's also like a great treat for us as the audience and one like this question that we had wondered about Wilt right before this movie. But also like they didn't have to give it to us, but they did, and they told it. They officially makes it seem so cold, but it really is like they're so good at just storytelling, man, that like they can just take a simple thing, make it heartfelt, and it's great, and you're enjoying the ride to it. The jokes are great. It all makes sense. There's no real real contrivances that are like gonna bug you. The only thing is maybe like you don't get as much as Blue and Mac as you would want, but like I don't know, it's not their movie, and I think that's the smart choice. Okay, sorry about that. But I was in the middle of being like what I got out of it. I mean, essentially what it is, it's it's simple, but like again, I don't think simple necessarily means bad. I think it's actually really hard to write an entertaining, simple story.
Yeah.
You have to have a good understanding of just mechanics, like all the way down, while also building up the character. I mean, I don't know. There was no way I was going to come out of this not liking it, unless like it had nothing to do with any of the original people. Because like I like all those people like a lot. Like they're very. I mean, it was my childhood, so the bias is there. But like, I'm very inspired by all of their like works, their ethics, their like how they approach creative projects and all that. So it's just it's a good, fun, straight TV movie, like straight up.
Yeah.
Some good, heartfelt, good lessons too for
Here,
children.
here.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into. Oh my god, I sound like the Deadlock guys for a second. Let's go into the denouement, which is what are we all recommending? Having watched Good Wilt Hunting, Nick, what would you recommend after doing this podcast and watching Good Wilt Hunting?
Them's fighting herds.
Yeah,
No,
do it. That would be good. Oh man, I was
no,
about to counter Rec because it's not in a good state.
no. I'd say it's way too late. It's like
Yeah,
Scario's. It's way too late.
it's that. Well, like I don't know if you know the final patch was like a broken patch.
Yes,
Yeah.
unplayable. What would I recommend? I think going into this, one thing that's kind of my mind was thinking about like what like the state of Foster's Home at that point and like
Okay.
those IPs. So for me, like personally, I'd recommend just like the interviews they did. Same with
Oh yeah.
Powerpuff Girls, just the interviews for Foster's Home and Go Wilt Hunting they did.
Yes.
Um,
Cool.
like it's on YouTube and it's like a series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would really recommend. It's a really good time.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, no, that's a great recommendation. You'll learn a lot too.
Mhm.
Ian, what would you recommend?
Uh, I'm gonna go a kind of funny way with it. I'm gonna recommend something that is tangentially related to basketball in the way that this movie is.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of about basketball. Um, and
Space
that's
Jam.
a movie from no, it's a movie from 3 years ago.
3 years.
And it's one of those like, um, I feel like they in the last 5 years they've made like 20 biopic movies
Dude, it
of
feels
this
like a
ilk.
lot, right? Like,
There's a fuck ton of these movies about like the guy who invented spicy Cheetos, or the guy
yeah.
who did the BlackBerry, or the guy.
We're gonna have
This
to
is
do a biopic, your biopics, because that
dude.
is a genre that I'm just on the outskirts of, right? And the ones I have like seen, I didn't like.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, Chris. Like we could do a whole year of like 2020 biopics
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're their own kind of animal compared to like biopics of a few years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
Uh,
you.
I would even say that I don't know. I would have to go back and rewatch them. Some of these movies seem to have like a visual directorial taste that's kind of being pulled from Adam,
Mhm.
the director of The Big Short, Adam
Oh,
McKay.
Adam McKay.
Is it Adam McKay who directed The
Oh,
Big
hang on,
Short?
Big Short. I'll look it up. Who directed Big? Yeah, Adam McKay directed Big Short.
Adam McKay. I think that a lot of these biopics are doing kind of a well, The Big Short explained a complicated thing and was also in a sense a great man story. I guess if you're impressed by those people,
Yeah.
so they were like that was the lesson Hollywood took, which was there's many of these. Anyway, you can watch Jason Bateman do one of those in Air, the story of courting a legend to make Air Jordans.
Okay.
Um, Michael Jordan is barely, he's in a scene in the movie, and most of the scenes are actually played by a representative of his, played by Viola Davis. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Viola Davis
it
is in this. I might watch it just for her.
this is Ben Affleck's fourth basketball movie. I just picked that up by looking at his filmography really
Yeah.
quick. He's done a few basketball-based movies, but yeah, try Air, guys. It's a part of a trend, and I liked it. I like Jason Bateman. I like Viola Davis. I liked their
Yeah.
performances, and it was. I would say that I enjoyed it more than some of the others from its class. I guess.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
What about
Okay.
you, Chris?
What would Chris recommend? That episode of Futurama where Bender builds a guitar out of a 3D printer to be a folk songwriter.
Mm,
To go the
it's a
complete
good
opposite
episode.
route of this movie's morals and stances. That's a good one. What's like a basketball? I guess we could. I guess I could go with the Michael Jordan documentary. Is it Last Dance? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, if you want like the person Jordan Michaels is inspired off of, because obviously, but also like how he's nothing like that character.
Yeah.
And you learn the depths of humanity, or like what it takes, what kind of thinking process you have to become the greatest at something.
Yeah.
And how it's not. Oh man, it's very heavy. It's very dark. the more you think about it, like, so that's one. What's another basketball thing that I could recommend? That like I've been so out of basketball for so long now that I feel like I'm not in touch at all with stuff, and I am, and I'm not. But like,
I can't speak super specifically. I have a friend who's a huge basketball guy.
yeah, same
like,
here. Yeah.
They watch European basketball, which I find.
Oh,
boring.
okay. No, that's next level shit. Yeah.
Like he's on the NBA. He's watching that anyway. He at some point had said recommended the HBO 30 for 30s on basketball.
Those are
players.
good. 30 for 30s, like there's a lot of good shit in there.
Yeah.
Ken Jeong writes some of those too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's currently what he's doing. He's a big sports guy. Man, Ken Jeong's one of those guys too. He's just so talented in so many ways, and he was a doctor. That's like, you feel like, God, it's unfair.
Movie star, sitcom lead, fucking yeah.
Great stand up. It's not fair. It really isn't. We gotta work for us. No. But he has done some good ones. 30 for 30 has some good stuff in there. Off the top of my head, the one that comes to mind is there's this, I think it's called Scapegoat, and it's about a dude who catches a home run ball like in the audience, and how that causes like an interference in playing, causes a team to lose. And
okay.
Just the shit that he had to go through after that. That's one that jumps to mind. So that's a good one. And that time Bender toured with Beck to be a pop folk singer. That's good.
That is a really good. Can I cheat and do one more? I actually just thought of one more.
Go for it. Go for it.
Please, if you have the time, people, go watch. Listen to. It's a 7-hour-long podcast altogether called Whistleblower.
Okay.
And it covers the NBA fixing scandal of the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah.
I say this to people because I think it's a good sell. I think it gets people excited about it. He interviews the main guy, and then he ends up getting a few other refs off the record to talk about kind of how deep this conspiracy of game fixing and gambling really went.
Yeah.
And as I alluded to, Michael himself is a fan of gambling on
sure is.
Professional games. There is a very strong implication that one of these guys has about basically the mafia, like organized crime.
Oh yeah.
Being really heavily involved, not just during that time. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, organized crime is a huge part of athletics. Just athletics
has always been. It always has been.
And the supposition, he's like, do you think that the NFL, the NBA are gonna these multi-billion companies are gonna take a risk on just the players playing the game?
Yeah,
they want to make sure that the certain people pay for tickets. So if the Dodgers lose midway through the season, you have fucked the company out of money. And I was like, oh my God, I've never felt so conspiratorial in my life. I love this. This is so good.
Hell yeah.
Really well researched. Whistleblower is a podcast that came out a while ago. Please go listen to it.
No, I'm probably going to check it out. That sounds super up my alley.
That was really cool.
All right. Oh my God, dude. I've been watching too much Deadlock. I can now hear myself. Or I can hear him from the Deadlock podcast. Go watch Deadlock podcast. Go watch those things they do. Fucking probably the best wrestling podcast out there. All right. So let's go into ranking. Is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends good? Wilt Hunting better than Ben 10 Race Against Time?
No.
All right, Nick. I'm listening.
Oh shit. Oh,
I'm super interested. Why? Give me.
You learn more. They have trivia, and you learn more.
Oh yeah, they have trivia. Isn't it weird? Ben's dad just lets him go.
Yeah, child. Isn't it weird what you're watching?
That's crazy, right?
The
guys?
guy writing the trivia is even like, "Can you get a load of this? Can you get a load
Hello,
of
this guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
Well,
is.
wait, what's the second? What's the second worst on our
Johnny
list?
Bravo Goes to Bollywood. It's number 5.
Mm,
It's better than Giant Bravo.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think it's a little. Well, I don't know. What's number 3 on the list?
Number 4 is where we're at. Teen Titans: Trouble in Tokyo.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better.
It's better. I think it's better than Trouble in Tokyo. I was really bummed out how much I didn't like Trouble in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I remember it being way better in my head, or like when I watched this again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, them's the breaks, right?
Yeah.
How about Regular Show the movie at number 3?
I think it might be. I think we're coming up on where it's probably going to land. I think it might be better than Regular Show the movie. What do you guys think?
The problem is Regular Show the movie is like it's more of a movie. You know if that makes sense.
It's an actual movie.
Yeah. Well, not saying this isn't a movie, but this is a made-for-television movie. It's different,
Yes.
right? I am biased. I know that there's no getting out of it, but I will say this: I think Good Will Hunting is more effective at what it wants to do, or at
No, I
creating like
agree
a grid character like story.
Yeah, no, I'm inclined to agree with that
Emotional
because
moments.
really it's Mordecai and Rigby, and I don't think anybody else really has a arc in that movie that I remember. Maybe the villain, but that's really it.
100%.
And then it's the next Foster's Home right after this.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay,
right?
so here's where I go. It's not as good as the first Foster's Home.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Okay, so it's our new number 3. So current rankings are 1 second, folks. Let's go down at number 7. We have Ben 10 Race Against Time. At number 6, we have Johnny Bravo Goes to Bollywood. At number 5, we have Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo. At number 4, Regular Show the movie. Number 3, our new number 3, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Good Wilt Hunting. Number 2, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, House of Blues. And number 1, the Powerpuff Girls movie.
Well,
now
we
this
know where
list
our
is
allegiances
saying
lie.
I was about to say our allegiances are top 3 Craig McCracken, but one could interpret this list as he's getting progressively worse. if we wanted to be me,
you should have told him that.
He's losing his.
No,
should've told
never,
him that
dude. I
when you
know,
saw
man.
him.
I don't think I could ever. I don't know if I could ever meet him again because I don't know how I would have a real conversation with him. Because I would be like, it's just everything you make is good. Why is it so good?
How did you get so cool and special? I just want to know.
I don't know. And then you married Lauren Faust, and Lauren Faust is also like one of the greatest to ever do it. Powerpuff Girls and
My Little Pony or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I know. Yeah, all this stuff I love her for is not what she would become like really, really famous for.
Chris, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Friendship is Magic is way more popular than any Cartoon Network show.
100%, Nick. No, Nick, there's no doubt in my fucking mind. Absolutely no. Yeah, no shot, dude. Like fucking nothing is on that level.
Yeah.
I don't even think Adventure Time's on that level. Like the only thing I can think of is maybe SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
in the sense that it's got its own cons and stuff.
Yeah, that's the question. I don't know, but SpongeBob feels like it has way more cultural penetration.
Certainly with millennials, like there's just bits that are now in my brain.
I would even argue younger, dude. It's still going.
True. Is it really hot with like the? I don't know of any young people who are watching it. But maybe.
That's a good question.
Young people must be watching it.
They must be, right? Like there's movies still being made.
Yeah, that's true.
And you don't get those numbers unless like you're bringing on new audiences, right? Which are going to be kids.
season fucking what is it? 25 right now?
Something
Season
crazy.
25
Yeah.
of SpongeBob?
It's almost like Simpsons level. It is
Yeah.
actually almost Simpsons level. It's almost as long. It's almost been on the air just as long.
And it's got its own like eras at this point of that's when this guy took over and the show took this direction, you know.
It's when and you can tell when the creator passed away and like all this stuff. Yeah. That's the question. That's something to think about. That's something to leave our audience with, I think. With this. I'm sorry, Ian, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say we didn't talk about Craig McCracken's recent public conversations. Maybe worth mentioning. No. He wants to make another Powerpuff. They want him to make another Powerpuff Girl.
He's been talking about that for a while. I mean, that's where that famous one. Well, I'm sure something new came out, but that's where the line of him of people being like, "Oh, new Powerpuff Girls. Any ideas for like a new IP?" And then him going to and being like, "I pitched like 20 new IPs to Cartoon Network, or 20 new IPs to a bunch of people, and no one wanted it. The only one that sold was a new Powerpuff Girls thing."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
That makes sense for that time, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, which was that must be like 3 or 4 so years ago now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, Ian. What was the new thing with Powerpuff Girls?
I had recently heard that there was Craig McCracken had a conversation and that they're basically close. That Cartoon Network is just about ready to close a deal for a 2028 Powerpuff Girls film. That was what I had read, but you know what? This is early reporting, listeners. to be vetted, but this is what I had heard. Yeah.
There was that time too where they wanted like a live action one, I think.
Well, they filmed a whole pilot.
Yeah, I've seen the pilot. Seen clips from that pilot.
Oh, I want to.
It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Then I've never watched the anime, right? The one that was made in Japan.
Yes.
Powerpuff Girls Z, I think it's actually called.
Yes, it's called PFG Z.
Yeah. All right. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I'm just not gonna be allowed to say all right.
All right, gang.
Yeah, but now it's what's his name from Deadlock? Nick, is it Adam?
Yeah,
I was thinking of Sajam.
Oh shoot, I don't watch Sajam on the regular, but you're right, he has that.
All right, gamers.
Yeah. I watch the slams, but I won't watch the. Oh no, sometimes I watch Willy Kill.
I think that's cool. You just need a new catchphrase. Golly gee willikers.
I like Nutso Bonanzo. I've been saying that forever. I don't know where I got that from, or if that's just like, or if I just
Nutso Bonanzo.
Nutso Bonanzo. It's pretty good.
Isn't that from like the gorilla from Hanna-Barbera?
Is it?
Oh, is that Grape Ape?
Is that Grape Ape or Manila Gorilla?
Manila Gorilla, yeah.
I'm gonna type in Nutso. This is what we end the podcast on. I'm gonna type in Nutso Bonanzo, and I'm gonna see what comes up.
Ian, did you ever leave the TV on as a kid, and then all of a sudden at 2 a.m, you got a gorilla for sale? Got a gorilla for sale? We got a gorilla for sale.
I listened to that tune.
Don't you wanna know?
Oh my god, so many. That one and they because Boomerang would also do Josie and the Pussycat as a thing, and they would just do like through the decades different versions of the theme song Josie and the Pussycats. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was that whole segment was done by Trey Gordon, and then Michael Kohler did the music. That was the team that did well, they were doing most of the segments like back in the day, but those two guys were like from the OG era, and then Christina Fincher, like the OG voice actor.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But yeah, it's pretty wild. It's such a weird lightning bottle of an ad, babe.
So there is a brand called Nutso, but I don't see anything so far for Nutso Bonanza. More research is needed.
More
someone will
research
have
into
to
this.
go watch Manila Gorilla or Grape Ape for us and let us know. Go do it, audience, for all of you out there. And then click like and subscribe while you're at it. All right, we're done. All right, good night.
Yeah. Now play us out. A gorilla for sale. Manila gorilla for sale.
Watch, this is gonna get us demonetized or something.